85% of people prefer text over email and phone calls because they want to engage in a conversation. All text messaging is not equal. Customers respond to people, not bots. Be more like people and start having conversations that end in conversions. Use Scipio.
Okay, I've been wanting to bring this up.
Okay.
And you are either going to love it or absolutely hate it.
Okay.
Because it deals with something that you love, which is Broadway, specifically Les Mis.
One of my favorites.
Yeah. I mean,
of all time.
Arguably the best musical ever made, in my opinion. So, you are not much of a Hamilton guy, though.
No.
So, some context here. When Hamilton came out, there was like the cast recording or whatever, which is fine. But also alongside of it was this Hamilton mixtape, you know.
Yeah, pop singers singing Hamilton songs.
Yeah. So Kelly Clarkson and,
oh my God.
You know, Ja Rule and Ashanti do one.
Sure.
So I think it would be really fun.
No.
Hear me out.
No.
I'm going to read through some of these.
Okay.
Because I've already made a script. I've already made a what I think could work.
Okay. I'm willing to hear it.
Okay. So Look Down. I want to have a version by Fall Out Boy. A rock version. Look down.
Yeah, I definitely hate this idea.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Bishop.
I know the song.
Frank Ocean.
Love it.
Okay.
Love Frank Ocean. Love the Bishop song.
Okay, Valjean Soliloquy. Sam Smith.
Hate Sam Smith.
At the end of the day.
What motivated you to do this project?
Well,
I love it. I think this is a really fun exercise.
Yeah.
That I could see myself going back and doing this for other musicals just as a fun.
I had a
Twitter
discussion with
post.
my brother. One of my brothers doesn't really love Hamilton, the music. It's like, yeah, it's like fine. But there aren't like, when you compare it to something like Les Mis is like 80% just smashes.
Yeah.
And Hamilton's like fun, different, but like not as many hits, you know? And
so. This is nonstop hits.
Yeah, this is nonstop hits. And so I was like, you know, and it's like old music, really. Like it would be fun to contemporize some of it just as like an experiment. Okay, at the end of the day, I think would be another good rock ballad. Imagine Dragons.
Yeah. I see. So what you want to do is take Les Mis and make it more pop rock.
Well, what I think would be fun is experimenting with lots of genres because so Lovely Ladies, this one's still kind of pop. So this is Cardi B, Lizzo.
See, that's awesome.
DJ Khaled.
That is an awesome idea.
Right?
Yeah.
Lovely Ladies.
No, I love that.
I think I Dreamed a Dream, Kelly Clarkson. I mean, it's just a different, you know. Okay, Who Am I? John Legend.
Love it.
Could be good. Okay, Confrontation.
See, now you're making me crave something that doesn't exist, which I hate.
Okay, Confrontation, The Weeknd, and Kendrick Lamar. Could be cool. 2.601, just like kind of like a rap battle version of that. Okay, this is one I like. Castle in the Clouds, Kaskade. It's a straight electronic jam.
I hate Castle in the Clouds is the one song that I hate, and Kaskade is probably the artist I hate the most in that list.
Well, it could be any electric. It could be Calvin Harris, but
I get it.
That song is out of place. Master of the House, Drake and Nicki Minaj would be such a fun song.
So freaking awesome,
right?
I agree.
Okay, Starlight I think could be a good country ballad like Blake Shelton. You're not gonna like this one, but Red and Black, Post Malone.
No, horrible.
Diego thinks it's time.
Horrible.
I think In My Life with like Regina Spektor and Ben Folds could be fun.
Love it.
Heartful of Love, Ed Sheeran and Taylor Swift.
See, so your head is so right on half of these and so wrong.
Well, some of these you could, you know.
I know.
On My Own, Ariana Grande. One Day More, I think you lay the track with Weezer.
Yeah.
And then you have like Bruno Mars and Katy Perry doing some of the One Day More. Anyway, do you hear the people sing U2? Drink With Me, the Lumineers. Bring Him Home, Bon Iver. A Heart Full of Love, Lady Gaga and Charlie Puth. Anyway.
Love it.
Could be kind of fun, right?
Love it.
Anyway, let's do a podcast.
You're a thief and a liar.
I only lied about being a thief.
Steal.
Lie.
We're gonna steal a ship.
Commandant, Lord Lieutenant.
An idea that is fully formed, fully understood, that sticks.
For someone like you to steal?
Ideas are bulletproof.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Steal this idea.
Hello again, thieves.
We're back.
Back at it.
Real quick. Do you identify more with Eponine or Cosette?
Eponine.
Fascinating. Let's move on.
Thieves, hello. Welcome back to Steal This Idea, the only podcast where we give out $1 million business ideas every single week for you to steal. Maybe you'll cut us a check one day. We don't really care, but we'd love it. We got a good episode today. We got a bunch of workshop this ideas that, again, just brimming on the surface of being great. We think we can come together. Even producer Diego might be contributing.
We're going to hand him a mic today.
Oh, yes. So if you haven't really heard a clear and crystal Diego, you're about to.
Today.
But before we get into those big ideas, Andre, let's hop into a little good idea, a bad idea. How about you start us off?
I'll start us off. So I want to do a little bit of a shower themed good idea, bad idea.
That's on brand.
Loyal thieves of the podcast may remember several, maybe months ago, I bought a aromatherapy shower head.
Oh, this was it's like a regular shower, kind of a waterfall, but you put these little Keurig pods
in, and it aromatherapies your bathroom.
How's that been going?
So we used the initial ones that came with the shower
like the
head,
pack of 4 or something like that,
and have never pursued buying more. I do think that I would like to if I could remember to,
right?
Or if I could find them at Target.
Sure,
but it's just too much of a pain.
Because they're like $5 a thing or something like that, aren't they?
I think they work out to, it's like $5, but for 4 pods. Works out to a couple dollars a pod.
Got it.
And I think I would buy them if I was ever in the position to buy them, but going to Amazon and picking them, it's just too much work. So I haven't done that.
Can't be bothered.
So that's the quick product update on the aromatherapy shower head. 2 new shower ideas is first, I have a product from Uncommon Goods called Calming Shower Steamers. I think that this is much closer to the easily accessible calming shower gift.
So this looks like a bath bomb, but
for your shower.
Instead of it being a circle, it's a square.
Yep. So first, this shape is different. And I think you basically set them in the shower, and the
just kind of like
works up into a aromatherapy experience.
Interesting.
I think this is a good idea.
I think it is a good idea.
Price wise, for a set of 12, it's $48.
So instead of 5 is so it's about $5 a cube. How much do bath bombs usually cost?
About the same from like Lush.
Yeah,
about $5 each. But I just wonder, is it even possible for a shower to reach the same level of luxury to be worth $5?
That's a good, because a bath is an experience, whereas showers are
an everyday experience.
Yeah, you do it. I mean, there are some times where I kind of have like not a dreary shower, but like I'm just going to get in the shower and just be there for a while. But not in the same way that I would like go in a bath to like with the intention of relaxing. It's more of like, I need to just shut my brain off and like be in hot water. So maybe, I don't know, maybe you bust out one of these every once in a while to like just.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't say that I'm any more likely to buy these than my special shower pods.
Yeah.
But it seems like a fun idea.
If these weren't back ordered, I would have bought them and tried them.
You think?
Yeah, I would have.
So you want to add luxury to your shower?
Well, when you talked about when you put that Keurig pod in, it was like a really great experience for you.
Was.
Just the whole bathroom smell. I was like, I'd like to experience that, but not spend $150 on a shower head. This is $25 for 5.
Are you ever tempted to go to like a spa? For like a special bath?
Like a mud bath or something like that?
Yeah. There are many different, there's like salt,
sure,
there's all sorts of things.
Yeah, I think I definitely appreciate, like we were talking before the show about pedicures. Big pedicure fan.
Yeah.
Love them. Every man should get a pedicure if you haven't yet. Like, if you're like, oh, it's a girly thing. No. Manicures, that's definitely more of a girly thing. Pedicures, all day. Right. It's basically just a foot massage. And they clip your toenails for you. And they, give you nice. That's great. Totally. Anyway, so I really like that stuff. So, yeah, the hard thing about spas is, like, usually if you're at, like, some hotel or some resort or whatever, it's like, hey, you want a spa day? It's only $1,000 a day. It's like, I don't know if I could.
Expensive. Every time I go out of town, I say I'm going to go to the spa. And to this day, I've never been to the spa.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's shower cubes. Interesting idea and a quick product update.
Yeah. Okay, I got one here for you. This is sent by, so this is Drink Circle. This was sent to us by a thief, Landon. Shout out to Landon. He's actually got a podcast himself. I'll link in the description below. It's called Calling All Platforms. I think I've mentioned him before in the past, but he basically this is a guy who's like a Windows guy, a guy who's an Apple guy, a guy who's an Android guy, and they like kind of round the horn, talk about news and stuff. Anyway, he sent this to the Instagram at Go Steal This Idea. And so it's called Circle, CIRKUL, drinkcircle.com. And what this is basically it's a water bottle, but at the top of the water bottle is what would look like a really small Brita filter.
Yeah.
And in that thing is like kind of like a Mio flavoring so the bottle is mostly just water, but when you like crank it back, you like get it mixes and then you get whatever, like a drink of electrolytes or juice or lots of different stuff here. What are your thoughts on something like this?
I'm pretty hard out on this. I think if I were the type of person that wanted flavored water and stuff, rather than locking myself into the proprietary Circle pod system, I would just get like a box of Crystal Light.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
There's nothing so special to me about what they offer.
Yeah. I understand maybe you want to be able to like kind of turn it on and off. I imagine that's part of it is like, yeah, if I just want water, but maybe I want some Powerade type stuff. I get that. Yeah. I have a hard time being like, this is what I need. This finally is solving that problem I have, which is that if only I could, have juice occasionally.
Flavor my water. It just isn't really there for me.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea. They clearly have a lot of products and I've seen this company in the past, like a long time ago. So they've been around. Yeah, not for me.
Yeah, I've heard of them. I think I've had Instagram ads.
Yeah.
Not for me. I think
it's not a bad idea.
No.
How would you make this? Could you think of any way to make this more appealing?
No, because I think that what I want already exists, which is just like the same thing, but cheaper. And I can use any water bottle.
Yeah.
And it's just flavored drink packets, which are in abundance.
I'm trying to think if there's anything I can. Maybe not.
You have to make a really compelling case that it's significantly healthier or significantly tastier.
Yeah.
That's the only way that I would ever be interested.
Yeah. I guess usually if I'm bringing a bottle of water, that's what I'm bringing. Like I'm not bringing.
I'm also generally satisfied with water.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Circle.
Circle. It's a fine idea, I guess, suppose. You got another one here?
Yeah. So again, in the shower theme, Duke Cannon is a brand I've talked about a little bit on the podcast. I have their like solid cologne.
Oh yeah,
it's a cologne that comes in kind of a little Altoid light can that you just rub on. Super easy. I literally love their cologne. And because I love their cologne, I constantly get other products advertised. And one thing that they have is all of these like cold shower products that are body creams and shower gels and things like that are cooling. Like extremely cooling. Like they kind of really brand themselves as being really cold.
It's like icy hot for everything.
Exactly. I wondered if this is a sensation that you chase. Is this cold shower sensation?
I use a product, Tea Tree, that does a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Has like kind of like the micro something or whatever's. And I don't mind it. It's definitely not something I chase. But I'm not somebody.
Who do you think does? I think I'm interested in that. Sometimes I think a cold shower sounds nice.
Yeah. I mean,
but I don't really.
I will say that, like a body scrub that has that sensation, like that could be interesting. A lot of body scrubs to me feel, I don't know, like I don't love a lot of the body scrubs I've ever used. They all seem like really artificial to me. And like, and this would kind of give that appearance like, oh, it's a cleansing sensation.
It feels.
Yeah. Whereas like sometimes I put body wash on, it's like I'm just rubbing around
soap
goop all over me and then washing it off or whatever. So, I don't think this is a bad idea. I think this is a interesting play, which is just like, hey, some people like this sensation. Let's make a whole 2 or 3 different products and like bundle them all together. Mm-hmm. I think it's a good idea.
You can also buy them all individually. The one that I brought to Scott is their cold shower bundle, but essentially in it is they have an ice cold body scrub, a dry ice body spray, a cold shower little wipes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something to think about, which is, are people interested in the sensation of a cooling shower? What does that look like? How does that feel?
All right, I got one here. One last one for me here. My brother sent me this, and what was funny about it is he sent it to me on Facebook, and the sound was off, and so the ad that he sent me, he just kind of saw what it was pitching it to be.
Okay.
And I was like, that was the most annoying ad that I've ever heard in my entire life. So the service is called Clawee, CLAWEE.com.
Clawee.
What Clawee is it's a claw machine app. So on your phone, like you can imagine a claw machine. You've probably seen a claw machine app on your phone.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, I can do a claw machine, right? But their whole thing is that you actually can win real plush toys. So if you are able to get it, they just ship it to your house.
Interesting.
That's kind of interesting, right? Let me play this ad for you for 1 second and tell me what you think about this.
Well, I mean, they're going after children. You're telling me Jack wouldn't love this? I'm fascinated by this blended. You're right. I've experimented with claw machine games on my phone.
It's like, yeah.
I mean, they're dumb,
Right.
Right? But I'm interested in this world of.
Yeah, I really am into the hybrid model of lots of stuff. Of like, hey, here's this thing that normally is whatever, but you actually can get something in real life.
Do you think that it fulfills any of that? That excitement of an actual claw machine?
I mean,
I'm lightly playing it on my computer right now just to see it.
It's
like a real. Have you looked at the app at all?
Oh, is it like it's like
like a video of a claw machine.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's fascinating.
So you're actually playing a real life claw machine.
Wow. This says play free until you win. So
tell me that isn't the most fascinating concept in the world.
It's fascinating. Well, because I imagine what happens is
that he's like really low. I mean, they're not low quality, but they're It's literally a webcam of a claw machine that you're controlling virtually, and then if you win, they ship you the actual toy.
What I'm curious about is, okay, let's say this thing. How many claw machines are available at any given time?
So I'm playing it right now, so I can tell you. But basically, I put my coin in.
Do you have to wait for one to become available?
Yep, I put my coin in, and then it put me in line.
Oh, okay.
But I was only 1 or 2 people behind. And I kind of think it's a scam because I just won. Which makes me feel like I didn't actually play, because there's no way I was doing a podcast and was able to just win a donkey plush.
What did you get?
A donkey plush.
Oh, a donkey plush. Well, so I think that's their whole shtick, right? So their marketing dollars is, hey, you're going to win one, and then maybe you get some credits when you download the app, but you got to pay for credits.
Yeah.
And
so now I can choose my shipping method.
Are you
free? It's 2 weeks, max 7 weeks. Ship now. And then it wants my shipping details. This is all without actually signing up at all.
And you got the donkey? I feel like that's kind of a lame.
That's just the one I clicked. I like I said, I was trying to do a podcast and win a prize at the same time.
That's amazing. Okay, well, Clawee.
Very interesting product.
Yeah.
Check it out, because actually, thieves, you should check out Clawee because it's so different from what you're picturing.
Yeah. All right. I think that's going to do it for good idea, bad idea. I think it's time to move on. Andre's going to put in his shipping information. And
no, I'm not putting in shipping.
And we're going to move on to the main segment here, which is going to be a couple of workshop these ideas. Now, thieves, normally it's me and Andre in the limelight, and behind the scenes, it's Diego
Fuego.
He came in, maybe 2/3 of the way in our podcast to be our producer. He does a lot of the videos, all the video stuff, and make sure that our levels are good. Really, if you've noticed an uptick in quality, it's because of Diego.
It's all Diego.
And Diego's like, hey, I got an idea. I think would fit well on the podcast. Maybe we can kind of workshop it together, get it to maybe big idea status. So Andre is going to hand over the mic.
Yep, I am.
To
Ready,
Diego.
He's going to pitch his workshop this idea.
Let's do it.
Hello, thieves. I hope you can hear me okay.
Oh, yeah.
So my idea actually stems, I've been thinking about it almost every podcast episode, and it's called support. I really like supporting. As soon as I get behind something, I get behind it like 100%, right? And my whole idea with support is if you had an app, maybe you're shopping for something that you're kind of indifferent about. On support, you can look up X brand or X product, and it'll tell you what that company supports. So now more than ever, it's super important to like support the brands that are supporting movements or ideas that you support. And that'll give you the visibility to say, hey, you know what? I don't know which energy drink I want, but this one really donates a lot of money to
This
nature
cause.
efforts. Yeah, perfect. Love that. That's going to be the choice between X and Y. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Yeah. And the second part of this is like, I like giving really good gifts. And I think lots of times if a gift has a better meaning behind something, it's like a 10 times better gift. So if I'm looking for something for Scott and I know he really likes, X movement, I can filter by all the brands that support that movement. And then I can say, oh, well, I really like this shirt, Scott. And you know what? I bought this and they're giving part of the proceeds to, this thing that you
Planting
really like.
trees.
Yep. And the third kind of use case for this is I have a friend who's vegan. And as someone who's not vegan, it was really tough because I was like, oh, I want to bring you something that we can eat or whatever. Right. And it's just so hard to figure out like,
what's okay, what's not okay.
Exactly. So if you could get on there and like I have friends who have been doing keto before and it's like I don't have all the time to like what is keto? Is this brand okay?
Yeah.
So I jump on support and I say, oh, perfect. Well, this is something I can take them or this is something that they would like. So I don't know. Kind of a workshopable idea, but
No, I'm into it. Couple quick things up top. Andre, you have thoughts there?
Well, love the idea, and I want to get back to it. But on Clawy, really quick. So in an incognito, I was like, so did I actually win, or did I just is it pre-programmed to have you always win the first try? And I've now won like 9 prizes.
So
because the first try always wins. So that's enough of it on Clawy. On this idea, I think it's a really good idea. Diego and I have talked about this in the car a couple of times.
Yeah.
And I think the idea of just being able to really quickly make smart consumer decisions is really powerful.
Totally.
The gift concept is also really powerful.
I would call it supportive, I think, instead of support, just because there's like another brand of like technical support and like that support can mean a lot of things, but like supportive is the place you go to look at what brands, and to your point, there are lots of, so there's causes, right? And there are trending causes, or there are things that gain public awareness. And then there are something like being vegan or being, a conservationist or whatever. There are these lifestyle choices that people have that, non-GMO is something that is like really important to a lot of people these days, or cruelty-free products or whatever. Or even something like US based, right? Like I want a company that is like America first or whatever. Right. And so I think having that, like, brands filtered by this stuff of like, hey, like what is the thing that you care about? And we will give you brands, as many as we can, in those sections. And then, like if you are buying something that, I love the idea of like, I don't really care what X I buy. Like if I'm going to buy a football or something like that, or a, some kid's toy maybe, right? I'm like, I don't really care. Like, but if it's like, oh, well, these particular ones, align with my beliefs or my causes, like, oh, that pushes me
in a direction that it wouldn't have otherwise, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's a really cool discovery for brands too, because it puts them in the limelight of being like, hey, well, we support X thing, and we'll do this line because of it, or
right.
I don't know. And you also see a lot of brands like Cotopaxi, I think of that they're like are really like good things first. And
sure.
It's like, I would way rather support them with my wallet than I would other brands.
Yeah, I know. Like the Apple Red, that whole line was like, hey, like this is like a kind of a unique thing, and all this goes, or lots of this goes to these causes or whatever, and that a lot of people were motivated by that. Yeah. And I think still are. Yeah.
But. And I think you also, like you were mentioning, there's like right now trending topics and there's overarching trending topics. And I think to be able to follow a brand, because lots of times these huge brands, like I know Starbucks has gone in and out of like, oh, they're doing something great, they're not doing something great.
Right.
You can really follow that and say like, hey, like I want to be proactive with what I'm doing. So
yeah. I think the one area that you want to like be careful of is that some of this stuff can be like a little polarizing and politicized.
Yeah.
So I think it's best you can not being like, well, they don't do this, or they support this bad thing, and having it be more of like hey, this is like a public awareness
in support of.
Supportive. Yeah.
I think the low-tech version of this that you could build in like a weekend if you were experienced or had some of the data. So in order to build the like true version, you would need a ton of like consumer input and company input, and like they're telling you all these causes they support. And then it's like, okay, we got to put this in some sort of database or whatever that would look like. I think that the low-tech version that you could build with existing tech is like Amazon affiliate links. And you're going through and you're saying, I'm going to find a company that supports like 10 different causes.
Yeah.
And then we just siphon that all into like our easy to navigate web portal. And then the way you make money is on just Amazon. Affiliate business. And
I think one thing you could do also, because when you think about like how to make money doing this, because some part of it feels like, okay, this is like a nonprofit almost, right? Like we're doing a good service, right? I think you could even maybe structure around gift giving, around like, hey, use our resource as a guide. So not only are we providing guidance on, which brands to follow, but also like, gifts for men, gifts for women, gifts under $50, gifts over $100 that also align with certain of these things. Right. So now you're billing it as like a service that like you can warrant paying an extra $1,
maybe.
Because they kicked it up or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's definitely hard to figure out the monetization. But like affiliate business makes sense to me.
Sure. Yeah. I think that's a good. And yeah, I'm sure there's like a partnership that you would eventually strike with some of these like bigger brands or whatever. Good idea, Diego.
Good idea.
You should start a podcast. Andre, you have an idea.
I do. Do you want to hear it?
I do.
So
more than anything.
So one thing we've talked about a little bit on the podcast before.
Is this a Les Mis cover album by chance?
So I have this idea where Kelly Clarkson covers all the songs of Les Mis. What do you think? Just kidding. We've talked a little bit about earwax removal on the podcast. Remember this? We talked about various sucking devices, I think we had
devices. There was a Gibby one time that was like a little camera that like
there was.
Look at your phone, you could see it and like scrape it.
It was cool, right?
Weird, but cool.
So I've had it in my head for a while now. So one thing you can do is you can go to like an ENT and get an earwax removal, where they go in and just like clean out your earwax.
You go where?
To an ENT, an ear, nose, throat doctor.
Oh, ear, nose, throat doctor, and be like, hey, I'm feeling clogged up in the ears.
Yeah, they're like, do you have a lot of wax? They're like, yep, you have a lot of wax.
They swab it out.
They clean it out with the same device, but they're actually certified to do it.
Sure.
And they're smart, and they can recommend whether or not you actually need it done.
And then I'll just jam Q-tips in your ears.
Versus like this app, which is basically do it yourself and potentially make a bad health decision.
And we've talked about how Q-tips are like this weird, fascinating thing.
Yeah.
We're like literally on the box. So like, don't shove these in your ears.
But that's all.
And the whole world is like, well, that's what Q-tips are for, shoving them in your ears.
Exactly. So I've been thinking about that. Another thing I've been thinking about is in Las Vegas, a place I frequent. All over the place, there are like these IV places.
Oh, yeah.
Where if you're dehydrated,
right,
because it's so hot outside, then you can go and get basically like a IV drip to rehydrate.
Right.
Okay. So we're in two basically optional medical procedures.
Sure.
Neither of which really require you to have like your primary care physician doesn't need to know, right? Or they don't really have much input. Pardon me.
I'm not going to edit that out.
No, I'm going to edit it out. Exactly, Scott. Scott hasn't edited the podcast in months.
Oh, please.
Anyway, so those are two optional medical procedures.
Okay.
And I pitched this to Abe earlier today, and he thought it was a dumb idea. But maybe you don't. But basically a like walk-in clinic that specializes in some of these quick, one and done, doctor-assisted procedures, like an earwax removal. Wart removal was another idea. Various things that are just like quick 30-minute appointments, in, out, get something taken care of, get out, bam. No prescription.
Yeah.
It's just a quick fix this issue.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people...
And that's all they do, and that's like what they specialize in.
Yeah.
I imagine you could do a lot of these things at like an Instacare.
Or like a family doctor or something. I imagine.
Yeah, but a family doctor you'd have to get scheduled in.
Right, and it takes forever. And
exactly. And then an Instacare you could go now, but that's not what an Instacare's for.
Right.
Right? So,
yeah.
What if there's a place where you could go, get some of these things done, Those are the things that come to mind.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of,
But I know there are more.
yeah, I'm trying to think of other things that are, they're these procedures.
Various, I think lots of skin dermatology type things.
Yeah,
are in there.
like a rash treatment type thing, maybe.
Yeah.
Something that like you'd go to a doctor like, oh, you need to apply a topical cream. Maybe they could give out some prescriptions for like, hey, like.
Yeah, but nothing that was like extensive.
No, yeah, they're not giving out pain medication stuff.
No.
It's more like topical stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think wart removal is a good one.
Kind of like all themed around like a wellness center.
Yeah.
It's like kind of healthcare adjacent, but mostly optional, low stress, low impact procedures.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like if you had a broken bone or something like that, like obviously
No,
not.
of course not. And that's like, it's not even built around that. And that's why it's, like I said, a wellness center is a good word for it.
I'm just trying to think if there's anything like, because they're thinking, like the IV thing, like, hey, are you
Dehydrated
to the point where you need like this? And the earwax thing is like,
it's mostly like, it's typically just a discomfort.
I guess like, what about something like strep throat? Is that too?
Strep throat's too real, I think.
Is that too real?
Because then it's like, you should just go to urgent care.
Yeah.
But I know that there is a long list of low impact optional procedures that are mostly for comfort.
Sure. Or even there. I wonder if there's some things
like
that
a mole removal.
Yeah.
Isn't that also like a low impact? I don't know.
What about some things where
I could have researched this more, definitely. But
Sure.
you kind of see where I'm coming from.
No. I actually think it's a good idea. But yeah, I think you'd have to the menu items of like, hey, this is the stuff we do here. You really want to like, oh yeah,
fine-tune it.
And I really love the idea of like, it's what a Instacare feels like, which is like I come in, bada bing, bada boom, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like it's supposed to be quick.
Right.
And this is like, yeah, great. Like we do these things. You're not sitting in a waiting room for an hour.
Exactly. And I think the way you do that is just limiting your service menu
Right.
to things that are like non-consultative.
Yes.
Right. It's like we don't run any tests.
No.
We just look in your ear. There's a lot of earwax in there. Let's get it out. We look at a wart. We're like, yep, we can take that out. Let's freeze it off.
Well,
whatever.
Yeah. And one of the things I'm trying to think of is if there are things where, so there's like prescription stuff, right?
Yeah.
Which that's one thing. And then there's just over the counter or whatever stuff. But then there's kind of this middle ground of like, yeah, you need to go to a doctor to give you something that's like a little heavier, but it's not like a crazy thing, right? So I'm thinking something like a really bad cold sore or something like that, or like a canker sore.
Exactly. Where basically all they're ever doing is looking.
They're like,
prescribing you the top shelf.
Yeah, like the best thing that you probably couldn't get at your drugstore just without something. But they're certified. Like, yep, this is what that is. We see this a lot.
Yeah, just a really fine-tuned menu of wellness medical services.
I'm into that.
Good idea.
Yeah, and I think a wellness center is a good like brand for that.
Yeah. Something to think about.
Yeah, Thieves, if you can think of other things that you would put in a wellness center, like Diego's got one.
I sold to a pretty interesting company once that was like this, but imagine dentists in a very big RV. And they just pull up to your place of work and they say, hey, look, this Friday we're going to be here. You can book 30-minute things. We'll do a teeth cleaning or a whitening, whatever.
Right.
You're in and out in the middle of basically your work day. This would be awesome if a big, huge RV rolled up and you said, hey, I need help with X thing. Will you look at it really quickly and just give me what I need? Let's be done. Yeah. That'd be great.
Yeah. Do you have,
Right. And I think that's right. That's totally on brand.
Lots of earwax removal, wart removal.
But a teeth cleaning also makes sense.
Teeth cleaning, you could maybe factor in that.
But I think it's like we are not here to do a full workup.
Right.
And like figure out if you have cavities, figure out if you need a root canal. We just clean your teeth and teeth whitening. That's all. If you need a dentist that's going to do a full workup,
right,
we're going to send you to our partner.
Yeah.
And they put that when you're scheduling it.
Yeah, exactly. I know exactly what Data's talking about.
Yeah, because that's like a new thing. They like come to your office and they like set up shop for the
day. All they're doing is teeth cleanings.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, you got some cavities.
This is the guy.
This is the guy.
Yeah.
Yep. You could maybe fit in like a chiropractor at a place like this.
Maybe.
Or like a low, like a physical therapist type person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because that fits in.
Adjustment.
Because I would say that is in that realm of like what does a chiropractor provide you? Like in theory, I could walk into a chiropractor. He's like, hey, you need an adjustment, and he can do it in 5 minutes, and I'm out.
Yeah.
But like
probably you could work in a lot of those services we've talked about on the pod, like quick blood work. we've talked about some nutrition services that are
Sure.
like you send them your blood and they send you like vitamins and things.
Yeah, I want to check my, I want to see if I'm diabetic. I want to see what my blood
and
pressure
picture
is.
if you could hop on an app and real quick grab a 30-minute blood work appointment. They do your blood work and then another 30 minutes where you come in, they do your IV and like you just feel refreshed.
I'm into it. Wellness Center.
Wellness centers.
Thieves, if you can think of any other good ideas to add to this, tweet us at @GhostDealer'sIdea. Send us an email, idea@ghostdealersidea.com. You can follow us on Facebook.
Even give us a phone call.
You can even give us a phone call, 888-412-IDEA, 888-412-4332. In the show notes, you can call in.
Down there, give us a call. Let us know what you think about wellness centers.
Well, I have the final workshop this idea. Now, I've thought about this a lot, and this is an idea that you two gentlemen don't quite feel the pain point yet.
Great.
But it's not, you're not too far moved from it in a single looking for stuff to do sense, kind of.
Okay.
Or do you like farmers markets?
Yeah. Dago loves farmers markets.
Great. Okay. So you understand a little bit where I'm going to be coming from here.
So what makes you think I'm removed from farmers?
Well, no, not that. That's part of it. The other part of it's like me being a parent driving around with my kids or whatever. Okay, so I have a couple young kids and they always want variety, right?
Archie is like, I will not go to the same park again today, Dad.
Yeah. Well, sometimes that's a problem, but also sometimes it's just too hot to go to a park. Like it is the middle of the day.
I'm more making fun that does Archie even perceive? I'm sure that kids want variety, but
they trust me.
All right, fine.
The toy they liked yesterday, the toy they liked yesterday, they do not like today, and you got to like cycle that stuff in and out.
Sure.
So, I sometimes, if my wife's not feeling great and the boys are being crazy, I'll just throw them in the car and be like, all right, we're going to drive somewhere. And that often ends up going to
Wendover, Nevada.
That often ends up going to Taco Bell or a drink place. Or sometimes I like just drive around neighborhoods, or I'll like see if one of my siblings or friends are home, hopefully. And I'm just killing time, right? But here I am. I'm like looking for an hour to burn, and I have nowhere good to burn it. And if only I had a place to burn it, I would be very satisfied.
Yes.
So this is a dumb name, but I think it's kind of funny.
Okay.
It's called the Boardwalk. BORED. Boardwalk. I would love to work in a boardwalk.
Yes, I would know you want to work.
So this is what the Boardwalk is. The Boardwalk is similar to a farmer's market where you have booths that you're walking in and out of, right? And it's similar to a parade, but in reverse. So instead of you sitting and the parade comes through to you, the parade is fixed, or in this case, like a farmer's market is fixed, and you are driving through it. So you would find a big parking lot somewhere, and local businesses and anybody trying to push anything would come and put up shops in a kind of like those like Christmas light things you can drive through that takes 15 minutes or whatever. Similar. So I come through, and this is like free for me. It's like I can kill an hour. And this is maybe something that the content itself rotates sometimes periodically, whether it's weekly or monthly. Sometimes it's bigger stuff. Sometimes it's like whatever. But the idea is, if I am a local restaurant, maybe I have a little stand or place that I'm giving out samples. So I'm driving through and I can like roll down the window and grab some samples, turn to the kids. Yeah. I get to another place, and like the idea is, if you're Mitchell Dentistry, you got to get me to try and stop and engage with your content, right? So just like a parade, they're throwing out candy, like maybe there's a fun interactive game, or maybe they're playing a movie, Finding Nemo or whatever. Yeah. Whatever you think might get me to like actually stop or to like look and see and engage, right? And so you make this basically like path that you have slots that you lease out to businesses to buy to, it's advertising space, right? I think it could be local businesses. I think you could have bands play there, somebody who just like wants an audience, and you got cars just kind of cycling through. And what's great about this is that you could do this for all summer long, spring, summer, fall, easily, just, maybe non-cold months, but even there's a way to do it in the winter because you're in cars, right? So you can do it most of the year, whereas like something like a farmer's market's like pretty much the summer and that's it. And yeah, there's not a lot like this where you have content that's like I'm looking for something to distract myself and my kids with. And if it was like something somewhat fresh, it's like, oh, let's drive through again. Why not? You know, and I really like the idea of like you get to the beginning, you get a little card, and maybe there's like a little, you know, a search, like a where's Waldo going on, or there's like I'm trying to, you know, fill out a card, and anyway, this is the boardwalk.
You know what takes like perfectly about an hour? It's about 2 games of League of Legends. So I don't really get it, because when I want to kill an hour, I have other. I would never go to this.
This is why I say like this is not something you understand.
You're right.
Because if you want to play League of Legends, but you had 2 kids being like Andre,
I'd say sit down and watch me play League of Legends.
Yeah, that's exactly how that would go.
Learn something. That's what I'd say.
You'd say, all right, I got to buckle these kids in somewhere, and I got to distract myself.
I lock them in the closet.
Right. So
chokey. You should make a chokey.
A chokey.
You know what the chokey is, right?
What's that?
Matilda.
Oh yeah,
Matilda the closet.
The closet with like the spikes.
She locks them in, and it's scary.
Yeah.
You could probably fit a couple of those under your kitchen island.
Yeah.
One for each kid.
So I like where this idea has gone.
Basically,
let's couch that.
I do think it's a good idea, and I apologize for distracting you with the chokey idea and the League of Legends idea.
I mean, put yourself.
I know. I can see where you're coming from.
Right. Even let's just say you're with your friend. Like I think of myself as like a young kid in high school, like looking for when in high school, I would just drive around the Safeway parking lot with my friends,
we all did.
Waiting for girls that never showed up.
Yes,
you know, like that's what you do.
I know. I agree. So I could see the value here for sure, and I could see why businesses would contribute.
And think about every local
marketing opportunity.
Think about every restaurant having like someone there, just like you have at a mall.
Yeah, but even the dentist who just like has some candy.
They're giving out floss, whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
still stop by.
You'd stop by. You have a reason.
It's a good idea. So are you thinking this happens every single day?
Well, so my thought is, I think you can have a static thing that you have a stand, you know, and you can do with that stall what you may, you know, and people could go through it and like it would just have information, right? And then maybe on the weekends, you'd have actual people there or whatever.
I think you could combine this with a like food truck spot.
Totally.
Right? And
you have them at the end.
Because I mean, food truck places run like every night. Right? Every day. So I can see that there's something there. So if you have that element.
And then maybe once a month you have like a bigger thing where there's
no, I think like every day, but it's like you have your food truck spot and then combined with that you have this drive-through stand situation.
Right.
So there's like kind of like an element that's always there, but then there's an element that rotates in and out as people are available and people want to.
Because I also really like the idea of like some local band being like,
no, totally. And local bands would do this all the time.
It's like they're on stage. It's like, hey, they're giving out mixtapes, right? And they're just like, hey, we're playing all day today.
Yeah.
You know?
That would be fun.
I think it'd be fun.
Archie would love it.
The boardwalk.
The boardwalk.
Thieves, would you
go to the boardwalk?
Go drive through the boardwalk? Or is there an angle here that I'm missing? Or is there something you could think to add to the boardwalk?
Why do you think it's such a drive-through experience? Don't you want to get your kids out of the car? And
So, yes, but you can... So I have young kids, right? So that's an experience in and of itself.
Yeah.
I like the idea of this being all year round, weather dependent, you know, not stuck by weather. And right now where it's 100 degrees outside, it's like, as much as I want to like be outside, you know, in like really hot weather, I would love to be in my air conditioned car.
Yeah.
And I could be like, Jack, look at that. And it's like, whoa. And I could roll the windows and we could spin a wheel and all right, let's keep going. Oh, you know, there's a carnival game type thing. And like all from the comfort of my seat. I don't have to let them out, or like I can unbuckle them. They can stay in the car and they can look pressed up against the window or whatever. Like, I mean,
no, I like that too. I just wondered.
Yeah. I think there's an element for basically what a farmer's market is, but just maybe a little more dynamic here as well. Like you could play around with the model, but
love it.
Boardwalk.
Good ideas, I think.
We had
three good ideas.
Three. Yeah, I think these ideas were better than we all thought that they might be.
Yeah.
Thieves. We want to hear from you. We already plugged all the socials. If you love this show, which of course you do,
Rate us 5 stars.
there's 5 stars. Share us with your friends.
Tweet it, Facebook it.
All of it.
Yeah.
We want to
Support
hear.
us on Patreon if you really love us.
If you really love us, chuck in a buck. You can chuck in $1 a month. If you think about it, it's like $12 a year.
Exactly.
That's nothing.
For our level of entertainment.
For our level of entertainment, you kidding me?
Exactly.
Yeah, we can have people
We
doing
gave
that.
you a Les Mis celebrity track list for free.
I will
on this
put
episode.
I will put the track list in the show notes.
Yeah, you should, because it is. I mean, I liked a lot of tracks. There
Yeah.
were some I didn't like.
Yeah.
But other people will like the ones that I didn't like.
You can't please everyone.
No, it's a fun thought experiment, regardless.
And the Hamilton mixtape it's the same, right? There's a few I'm like, oh, that's like a fun interpretation of that song, and some I'm like, I don't care for this.
Yeah.
There's one that people are pretty split on, which is Jimmy Fallon does it, and anyway, it's like
Right.
interesting. Anyway,
Okay.
we'll put that in notes below. I think it's gonna do it for the episode, guys.
I think so too.
Thieves, see ya. We love you. Peace out.
Bye. So my other thought experiment, we'll decide if we keep this in or put it in after the music or not. So Chandler and I always used to do this at Divvy, which is our 2-man show of Les Mis, like who would play who in each role. So Valjean and Javert.
Okay, so
I think you're Valjean and I'm Javert.
you think so?
Don't you think? I mean, I'll go the other way, but I assume that that's what you would want.
Well, I like the song Starlight.
Well, it can't. You have to think about, like, if it was a stage production, what would the audience want to see?
Sure. I mean, yeah,
I think,
sure.
I have more of a Javert attitude. You have more of a lovable Valjean
Sure.
attitude.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, and then
And you can be Eponine and I'll be Cosette.
sure. And then who is
Marius.
Marius?
Well, if I'm Cosette, then you have
I have to Marius.
Exactly. There will be scenes. It's a 2-man production. There will be scenes where it's confusing.
Okay, well, and then Master of the House, who is
I can't remember their names, but I'll be the woman. And he could be the man.
who are we missing? We're missing anyone?
Well, we're missing a bunch. Gavroche, the little kid. I can be the little kid, and you can be the other guy in black.
The red and black.
Yeah.
His friend.
The friend.
Sure.
Sure.
Two-man
show of Les Mis. That's our cast.
That could be fun.
Could be fun.
It'd be a
We'll
fun
do it
YouTube video.
on the
Maybe
podcast.
we'll do like a really hyper abridged
Yeah.
2-man.
I'll write it.
That'd be fun.
I'll write it any day.
Okay.
All right. We're done.
Use Scipio, the #1 engagement tool for sales teams that want more responses, appointments, and conversations. Message your leads and customers where they are on their phone. I'm not talking about phone calls. We're talking about true one-to-one texting. Use the code STEAL at Scipio.com for 2 free licenses. Use the code STEAL at Scipio.com for 2 free licenses. See you later, thieves.